Hello! Happy New Year! This is my first video of the new year. To kind of feel like I am going to have a productive year, I want to start with a 24-hour challenge. Basically, I just want to make an outfit in one day. That never really goes well, but I still want to try it. I didn't really draw anything, I just have an idea. Basically, I want to crochet. I know that crochet in one day doesn't really sound like promising, but I really do want to crochet a skirt, like a short little skirt with probably a long stitch so that it goes faster, and it's probably gonna be sheer. And then I also want to machine knit a top, like probably long sleeve, probably gonna do one of those sweaters that I do like sleeve style, and maybe add a little something to make it a little designer. For yarn, I have this beautiful box. This box is full of a specific yarn. This was the yarn that I used for my temperature blanket. That is right there. I didn't really touch it because I did have the desire of continuing that temperature blanket for 2024. I wanted to do a historical temperature blanket. That's when you already know all the dates and you just kind of batch make it. I just don't feel like I'm gonna do that because my temperature blanket is done with this very thin yarn and it's a 1.75 millimeter hook. Each hexagon has 3 colors for the low, the high, and the like average temperature of the day, plus a border in white. That is a little bit excessive. I already parted ways with that idea. So I have to use this yarn. I do want to use multiple. As you guys know, these are very thin. I like my thin yarn, but we cannot do a 1.75 millimeter hook project and expect it to be a one-day project. Like, I have a little bit of like sense, okay? I have to like triple or quadruple the yarn. I do love a green and pink. It's like my favorite color combo, and I have this very beautiful green. Maybe this is too strong. This one's very, very muted. It's already giving me allergies. I think I'll do it and just hope for the best. I have no pattern. I didn't write anything down. I didn't even do a tension sample. I'm just going to freehand it and kind of tell you guys what I am doing. This is going to be the yarn. It is 9:50, which is kind of late to start. Let me grab my hooks. I wanted to start with the half double cast on. I don't think I know how to do that anymore. So I'll just start with some chains with a 5 millimeter, and then I'll continue working with a 4 millimeter for everything else. I will start it around here, like this, and now I will join them on a circle. This like being sure that it's not twisted. So this be my lower hip, and then I'll just do I think a few rows of half double crochets. I want this beginning to be a little bit more structured so that I can do the lower rows in a more open stitch that will go by faster, but the beginning I want it to be structured. I hope I didn't twist it. Okay, it's going well. I will say working on these chains that are a little bit loose because I used the larger hook, it's a little bit finicky, like not a big problem. Working with like multiple yarns together can be quite annoying. It will happen that you kind of like misgrab one of the yarns, like one will be left behind and it will be caught in the next row. So it can be like a perfectionist's nightmare. I gave up my perfectionist status like a while ago, so I don't really mind, but that's just something to take into account. This is not going well. This is our first video of the year. I wanted it to be so smooth, but nothing ever is. Everything has bumps and how do you say it, curves and bumps. I don't know what happened. I was finishing the second row of half double crochets and it was looking very beautiful, but I twisted it and I was already on the second row, so it would look very ugly if I tried to just like zhuzh it into place. I unraveled everything, the whole thing, down to the yarn. No chains, no nothing. And then I just looked a YouTube tutorial. This one is by Tamara Kelly. 10 years ago, she made a tutorial on how to crochet the foundation half double crochet chain. I did mention that it would be better to start like that. And through all of that we just went through, I was recording everything, all of my thoughts into unraveling all of my work that I've done this morning. And I forgot to turn on the microphone. So there's no audio. You don't know my thoughts and how sad I was to unravel everything that I did this morning. Basically, we're starting again. We're at 10:55 in the morning. So that's our actual starting time. I'm not counting the mistakes into the time. And maybe that's cheating. But even though I just relearned how to do it, I want to make it really fast. You know when you smack your head against something and it creates a bump in your head? Well, I have 2 of these because I fell. So my head was hurting with the ponytail, so I had to put it down. That's why we have the hat. Anyway, I crocheted for a little while, so it's now 2-ish. So this took me like 3.5 hours. Let me know. I think I'm a slow crocheter actually. That is my speed, okay? So like I crocheted going around like this, so this is facing me, right? And this is like the wrong side, so the side that was facing the inside. And I think this is so much more beautiful with this texture that the half double crochet does. And I'm going to use this as the right side. So now I will kind of go the other way around. I want to do a little lace. I'm not going to add a lace to it. I just want to make like a lacy stitch. Look, so I have some, can you see it? Yeah, I have some options like this, you know. These ones I think are really pretty. So I'm gonna stop for lunch right now, and then I'll be back and I'll decide on which stitch I want to do, and I'll do that. So I am back from eating and I decided to do this pattern. I think this is like a very common pattern for like lacy stitch, and it doesn't seem too hard. I don't know if I have like the amount of stitches right. It goes for every 24 stitches. I'm sure I have at least 24. It's probably not exactly what I need. I never really used these kinds of graphs, but I can read it. It's not that hard. I think I'm going to do 2 flower rows. So I start with 4 double crochets, 2 chains, 4 double crochets, 2 chains, 4 times, and then from the 4th to the 5th I do a bunch of chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chains. Double crochet 4, 2 chains, double crochet 4, 2 chains, double crochet 4, 2 chains, double crochet 4, chain 7, all the way till the end. So that's what I'm gonna do. I did tell you that I was going to do like 2 rows of the pattern, the flower pattern. Can you see it? I think you can. But that's not gonna happen. It's so much bigger because it's double crochets. That was stupid because this is all half double and this is all like double with a bunch of space. So obviously it was gonna grow a lot more. And I think 1 repetition is completely fine. It's more than I need. We finished in kind of like a mesh. So like 4 double crochets, 2 chains, 4 double crochets, 2 chains. So I'm just working a row of double crochets all around. As you can see, like this is the pattern, and I did think it turned out really pretty. Here's where like it's a bit weird because I didn't count the stitches, we know that, but it's not that ugly. Now I really do need to go to the gym. It will take me quite a while because I'm out of a car. It is 6. I'll be back in just a second and then we can continue for like the bottom bit. Good morning. Yes, in the beginning of this video, I did imply that I would make a matching set in 24 hours, no sleep, no nothing, just crochet and knit. Then I was like, why? Why? Would you care? Honestly, do comment down below. She made it. Oh, nice. Yeah, do comment down below if it bothers you that I didn't stay 24 hours awake to make it. I did finish that double crochet roll that we were talking about. And now I will do something and I'll tell you what that is. Stitch mark this skirt into 8 parts. So one is here in the back seam where I make the round. And then I'll split that in the middle, right in the middle like this. No counting stitches, that's not necessary. And then right here, so in half. And now we're splitting this in half, so we're joining the stitch markers, splitting it in half like so. So one here, one here. Now we have 4, and then we go in quarters, so this with this. So as you can see, there's 8. And now I'm just going to double crochet around, and every time I reach a stitch marker, I will just stitch 2 together. That will make it so it starts flaring. I do think like 3-4 more hours we can finish the skirt, but maybe that's wishful thinking. Okay, so I reached this stitch marker, so here I'll just do 2 together. And then we'll get to stitch marker. It's in this stitch, and I just go 1, 2, and continue as normal. So one of the pink yarns barfed. I noticed it too late. So I just spent half an hour doing this, stretching all of the yarns till I managed to get out of the yarn barf from one of the pink yarns. My hair has been like shedding. I'm actually quite scared. I'm losing a lot of hair. So my floor is kind of full of hair, and now this yarn is in the floor with the hair. That's kind of disgusting. So if you see hair in the middle of my skirt, you don't mention it, okay? So finished this roll. It is like pretty much an hour later, but we did have the yarn incident. Every time that I reach the double like crochet 2 together, I will crochet 2 together on that spot. So I will always be increasing by 8 stitches every roll. So I think it's gonna be very pretty. I'll catch up on every row. Let's see. So this is row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5 is done, row 7, row 8, and the rows are feeling so long. They're feeling so long. This one did take me 15 minutes, so I'm trying to keep it up, but I'm trying to go faster. Still, they're feeling so much longer, and they're growing, and they're growing, and they're growing. I think I am going till 10 rows of the double crochet, and then I'm probably gonna do a couple of trebles. We made it till row 9. Look, so cute. I'm very hungry, so I'm gonna stop for lunch. This is 10. I will start doing treble crochets in the same way that I'm doing double, but they're gonna be treble. Also, it's like 3 p.m. I think I still need like at least 3 more hours to finish this skirt, which is disheartening because I really did think that it was gonna be faster. I did 5 rows on the treble crochet, always increasing on those 8 spots. I wanted to stop here. My intention was to stop at 5 treble crochets and then maybe do a little trim, like a little lacy bit. But I did this like flower lacy bit way too low in my journey with this skirt, because honestly when I started doing this, I thought this was going to be a very open weave kind of skirt that like I would only be able to wear it with like a bikini or a lining underneath. So I didn't really think like, oh, this is going to be too low. I just thought this is going to be where it is, like it's just a detail right there. Now the way that I did it, it is a pretty closed weave. Like I could just wear it as is for it to be a good length and not too short on me. You see, this flower part is right here. All of that to say that I will probably have to wear it up high as like an intensely high waistband, or I might just fold it like this whenever I want to wear it. And I will be doing one more row of trebles and then I will do the trim. It's 6:30 already. I need to go to the gym. I have only one class today and I think I'm gonna have a ride back so I won't have to walk all the way back. I'll be back in just a second and we'll finish up our little outfit, okay? Hi friends, welcome to day 3 of our 24-hour project. So I finished the skirt. Last night I got home and I had the energy to do one row, and this morning after I woke up I did a little scalloped edge, and I think the last row plus the scalloped edge would be like 1 hour and a half. So if we're adding up time, we had from 11 till 6 first day, and then yesterday we started earlier. I don't remember, but let's just say 9:30 till 6. So we're at 15 and a half hours. So if this was supposed to be like a 24 hours, like everything that I can do in 24 hours is split up in different days. 9 hours that I have left. But we're not going to go crazy, okay? This video is probably already too long. I just want to make a little top to wear with my beautiful skirt, and for that I'm gonna use my knitting machine. If you've never been to this channel, this is my studio, this is my knitting machine. I like knitting in the knitting machine. I'm not competing with you. If you hand knit, amazing, I love that for you. I wish I was more like you, but I really like just making clothes, and this is faster. I have this design that I started doing a little while ago. It's like a lazy sweater. I call it a sleeve, but it's basically like a sweater, but I just make it in one go. I do have a full like 3-part tutorial on how I do this, and I think it's very beginner friendly if you're starting a machine. I would recommend those videos, and if you do go there, do comment on the videos or like let me know on Instagram or something if it was useful. People always ask for tutorials for me because it's such a specific thing. Whenever I do tutorials, there are not that many people watching it, which I get it, but because so few people watch it, I don't really have that much response into like if it's useful or not. So I never really want to do tutorials because I'm like, I don't know if I'm just wasting my time and not being useful at all. That was long-winded, I'm sorry, but like yeah, if you knit, try those tutorials and let me know if they're bad or decent. I have these white yarns. They are basically these ones that I've been using but doubled. And I don't know if I have enough to be quite honest, but I will start. And I have a bunch of white yarn. And then I just chose one of the colors. Actually, I should do 2 of them. I think I'll just do these 2. I think it's going to be cute. And I'm going to start with them to do a cuff. And then I'll just use the white. I'm going to do a good 80 needles. And I'm just going to do a standard folded over hem. Actually, I think I'm going to use 3 yarns. Oh, did I say it? It's like 1:30 in the afternoon. Kind of late, kind of very late, but... Whee. Maybe 3 is going to be too much. Actually, I want to do 2. Machine is cast on. I want to do a good, like, big chunky ribs. Kind of harsh, kind of harsh. I should maybe oil my machine. Maybe one day. I have a good 7 rows in. I will add the weights. Like so. I did 41 rows and now I will fold it like so. And this is what using 2 yarns together does. It kind of creates stripes They just twist on themselves. When I'm mixing colors, especially when they're different colors, I usually prefer doing 3, 2 very similar or the same, and then 1 different, because that creates more of this effect that is like marbly, I guess. And then when it's just 2, it inevitably will create a stripe. I'm just going to use a transfer tool. It's folded, and I will be honest, the stripes are bothering me. I can now cut this. Also, by the way, I've only just noticed doing this that the color scheme is giving Wicked. I just really love pink and green. That it was always like my favorite color combo. So I didn't even clock that we have like a major pop culture situation going on that is like green and pink. I will grab the white one and I'll put it here, and I'll actually use like a tension 10, so it's very loose and flowy. There's no chance of it getting tight on me. Wait. I'll just knit a bunch, and that will be the first sleeve. So here's my sleeve. I did had a bit of a problem with tangling and I had to put a few rows back, but here it is. I'm about to open it to make the body part. Now I'm actually quite scared that I won't have enough white. This is how much I have of this first skein, and I have the second one. I told you I have more white, but I don't. I have a lot of off-white. The idea now is maybe I'll do the body in the green and pink, and then the other sleeve on white, like color blocking style. But I don't want to do that. I'll just risk it with the white that I have, and then once I inevitably don't have enough, we'll cry together. So right now the carriage is in this side of the work. Put forward all of the needles, and I will cast them on. And now we go to the other side. And we cast on this side. One of the skeins was not enough for even half. Almost half, but not really. So we are in a situation. Probably go to the store, if we're being honest. So I will work with this one till it's over, and then if I actually need it, I'll go to the store, buy the last one. Okay, so we have a good 55 rows. I will now press this hold button, and I will put all of these forward till 40 needles, and then I'll bring the carriage here. It doesn't knit these ones that were forward. Latch hook, and I will cast off 40. Made a hole for the head, and I'll just do a few rows here. I think this is enough. Now I will just put these needles in not working position. I have to cut the yarn here, and I'll bring the carriage right over here. And I'm gonna work on this side. I want to do like a channel to put an I-cord through so I can like tie it up. And I don't know if it's gonna look good or terrible, but I'll try it anyway. I'll grab this waste yarn. I'm using this to mark the roll. It won't stay here. And then I'm picking them up. Can we see the vision? I think these things are gonna work. I will now put these needles back and I will cast them on. Everything goes forward. The carriage goes back. The yarn goes over. And now we are gonna finish this row. Whee! There we go. And now I can take off the hold button. We will knit the same amount that we knit here. So this is 55 rows. Do I risk it? I don't think I'll risk it. It's a full machine. I'm not gonna risk it. So at row 20, we're running out of yarn, girls. I didn't even make it to the sleeve. I did tell you that, oh, I could just go and buy yarn, which is true. The thing is, I don't have my car with me. I'm a carless girly, which means I'll have to walk there and walk back, which will be minimum an hour. Now, don't be mad at me, because since I'm already leaving the house, I will probably just stop by the gym. I'll go buy my yarn, do my little gym session, and then I'll be back. And then we'll finish this. It's now 3:49, so we've been doing this for like 2 hours, 15 minutes. So yeah, let's go. Hey! Remember when I said that they would for sure have my yarn? Well, they didn't. I bought the version that is thinner, so I have two. And yes, I'm back from the gym, and no, I didn't take a shower. Don't call me disgusting. It's just that, you know, after I go on the shower, especially at night, you kind of wind off. That's why throughout this video, there was no day that I came back after my gym, because I took my shower and I was like, I really want to go to bed. Let's try this. So we stopped at row 20. We have to go to row 55. There is a clear difference. The color at least is like pretty exact because it's white. Now I'm gonna cast off here all the way till 40, knit, cast it off here till 40. Now we do 170 rows, just like here, and then we do one of these. Look at this. This is why I told you that I prefer using 3 yarns instead of 2, because throughout all of this, only the green yarn was in the back and only the pink was in the front. So it gives this effect, which I do see beauty in this effect. It's just not my favorite. I'm just gonna fold this here and cast it off. This whole sleeve took me like 12 minutes, so that's great. So we're done. So this took me a little long just to like fold it and cast off, but now that it's done, it's done. So basically I fold it in half and it becomes like a long sleeve. And it's actually quite a good length, like a cropped-ish top. So I will sew here from one sleeve all the way here, and I'll do the same to the other side. Usually when I do this, I think of things to add, like maybe I could add another rib here on the neckline and one on the bottom once it's closed, like a round. I kind of don't want to do that. I feel like this is good. The only thing that I need to do right now is make two I-cords, one for the skirt, one for this little situation that I created. I'll finish this. I will show it to you and we'll finish this video because it's long. It's a long one. These are my I-cords. This is a thicker one for the skirt. I did with 2 yarns of the green and 4 stitches. And this is a thin one. I did with 3 stitches and only 1 yarn.
Ladies and gentlemen, her.
This is the look. So this is the skirt with like the full thing up. I just weaved the I-cord through the skirt. Honestly, I don't know if it's the most flattering for my body, but I like it. I think it's cute. And I can also fold it and bring it up a little, which does make a little short skirt, but like, I don't know. You've been able to see I'm wearing like a pink underwear. Like I could maybe wear it without underwear or just with some shorts, so the whole thing is like one color underneath. The top does zhuzh up, as you've been seeing. Let me try and put the I-cord that I said I was going to add here. Okay, I added the little strings. I think maybe I should have done them a lot closer together. I made them 10 rows apart, which I think is a bit too much. Maybe 5 would be ideal. But it's interesting. It's a little something that I can do. Maybe if I wear it backwards, let's try it. I zhuzhed my bra all the way in, and this is how it looks on the back. I had to refilm it. Sorry for that little strand of hair right where I wanted to show you, but this is the back. Now that I'm wearing like a different bra, I quite like it like this, actually. Do we like it? I think it's fun, but I'll probably wear it on the front more. So this is it. The skirt, as I said, I do really love it. I think it's really cute. I could have done it a couple of rows bigger, but it's, I don't know, it's a mini skirt. It's a mini skirt. We can just pretend that this is a bikini because it could be if I didn't tell you it wasn't. So if it's a bikini, it's appropriate, but because underwear, maybe not so much. This is it with a bikini. I have this bikini that is like the very same color scheme. This is like the problem area in the front. I don't think it matters that much, but yeah. I don't even know if I titled this a 24-hour challenge because it obviously, I didn't do it in literal 24 hours. I did do it in 24 hours. Like this is 24 hours of work. The skirt, if I'm not mistaken, we did talk about it and it was 15 hours. The top, it took me like 5 hours on the machine, 5.5 actually. And then the I-cords were like 15 minutes, both of them. I did take like 2 hours to close this top. I just closed it with an invisible stitch. I don't think I'm too slow. I think it's like a normal amount of time, but it did take me that long. So 7 hours and a half. We can do 8 for the top. So 15 plus 8, 23 hours. So 23.5 hours, pretty much 24 hours. Including lunch, okay? Including lunch. The only reason why I started timing it was because I wanted to film it all in one day like I did my sock video. These are my first projects of the year. So the skirt's the first. This top is the second. I will admit I did want to finish it faster. So maybe a good reminder in this beginning of the year that crochet takes time, knitting takes time. Even though I knit in a knitting machine, it does take time. And we just need to embrace the craft and not make it a competition with ourselves. I do hope I get a lot of wear out of this. I usually do get a lot of wear of these tops, especially when I make them a larger sleeve. I am a little bit concerned about the skirt. I'll probably just wear it to the beach. I don't go that much to the beach, but my friends do leave by the beach, so I might take it every time I go to their place and force myself to wear it with a bikini. Let me know if you like them. Let me know if you like the skirt more or the top more. If you would do anything to make it better, or if you think it's good like this. I always like constructive criticism. Very randomly, I'm almost at 100,000 subscribers. Mostly come from shorts, which is something that I want to change this year. But it is still a very big number of people who watched my videos and liked what they saw and subscribed to the channel. So I feel like it's a milestone regardless. My audio cut just as I was finishing. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know whatever you thought about the video. If you have anything that you would like to see me make, any form of DIY, like any other kind of craft, like different crafts, maybe home DIY, clothing stuff, knitting stuff, crochet stuff, let me know because I would love to hear what you want to see from me in this channel. Consider subscribing to the channel, consider liking the video. I do have my social media here on screen, and I kind of want to make something to celebrate the 100,000 subscriber count. Even though it mostly comes from shorts and all of that I just said, I still want to do something. I was thinking of like making 100 of something. I don't know, maybe like granny squares, a different kind of granny squares, maybe some keychain, something that is not intensely like labor intense. But if you have any suggestions, let me know. But that is it. This is a gigantic video. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you hopefully very, very soon. Bye bye.